Well, hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi. So, we watched that 11 people actually watched what we had to say or cared what we had to say, which is pretty cool, I think.
We didn't think anybody would watch it.
It's pretty crazy. Anyway, we are drinking a couple of daiquiris before we go dancing at Guitars and Cadillacs, and we figured we would come on and film episode 2 of what's it called? Conversations on the or convos on the couch.
Couch combos.
Couch combos with Chris and Shay.
He'll remember at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
Like 10 episodes in, maybe.
So last time we talked about how we met.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we kind of got into the beginning stages of our relationship, though. I think we kind of talked about how we met, but then we never really talked about the situation and going forward from there.
Yeah.
So
I think so. I don't think we did.
Quick little recap. We met. Didn't want to date each other.
Well, it's not because I didn't like you.
No, it was like an instant.
We, neither of us wanted to be in a relationship,
Right.
basically.
Right. We had this big boy adult conversation on the first night we were hanging out together, and both of us were very excited whenever I brought up the fact that, hey, this isn't going to be a thing,
Yeah.
And we were both like, perfect, that's exactly what we're looking for.
So, you were in town so he was a travel nurse, and he was in town for a week. Was it a week?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I caught that, the tail end of his week here. I think if he had, just a couple...
2 days, yeah.
couple more days left before he went back. I think we did mention that, because I remember we mentioned... Was it Nebraska?
Oh, yeah, maybe we did mention that. We should probably watch the video that we posted.
We don't need to.
Yeah.
So he was about to go back to Nebraska. So we only had a couple more days to hang out after that first night of meeting. But yeah, but we had this conversation that we did not want to date, but we would hang out and have fun because I liked him.
Mm-hmm. We had a great time around.
Yeah.
We were always having fun around each other. We just
Yeah.
didn't want to date.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you went back to Nebraska, and we talked every day since.
Uh-huh.
And then you made plans to come back pretty quickly, I think, the next month.
It was probably, maybe a month and a half after I was making plans to come back, specifically
to see me.
to see her. So, I don't know. Me and her have talked about this before, but you guys don't know. Whenever you start dating somebody, and in your head you have these check marks, boxes that somebody has to hit in order for you to want to date them, right? Most women, they want somebody tall, blah, blah, blah. Well, my boxes in my head were slowly getting checked off without her knowing it. She was just kind of checking off all the boxes for me, and then probably a month and a half into us talking, I started realizing this is not a casual thing. This could be the girl,
Well, there was one thing you found out about me before you left that was solidified your
that I was
choice.
Oh, yeah.
You're we're not dating. Yeah. And that's that I have 2 kids.
Uh-huh.
So he didn't want kids. He's never wanted kids. He didn't want to date someone with kids.
Yeah.
Which I get.
Yeah.
But, so I told him that right away, obviously. So I think that was he already said he didn't want to date. We already talked about, we didn't want.
But the kids solidified it.
Yes,
the
but
kids,
you were okay.
I was okay,
yeah,
we're not dating because I can't stand kids.
Yeah.
And then all of the other boxes are getting checked off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came back down and we were hanging out. We went on our first date, our first real date together. Do you remember what our first date was?
Yes, I do. This was back when the weather was nice, and we went hiking.
Yes, we did.
And we were out there most of the day. And
at a national park.
Yeah,
here in Texas, yeah.
It was so pretty. It was so much fun. And it's just like the perfect first date, I feel like, because first off, you're getting exercise. So,
Mhm.
like, you can't complain. But it's, like, unlimited time to talk about anything. And then we had, like, our speaker, and we were playing music, so we kind of got to know more of, like, both of our taste in music a little bit, which was nice.
Pause. We should talk about our taste in music real quick because it's probably not what you think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, whenever we first, well, still now, I'm an R&B guy. R&B is my favorite
Mhm.
kind of music. Really, any type of like sex music, like baby making music, is like what I like to listen to driving down the road. I don't know why that is. And then hold on, take a guess before I tell you on screen. What kind of music do you think she is into?
I mean,
Pause over. Okay.
it's pretty easy, I feel
I
like.
don't think so. Yeah, it was a surprise to me whenever we first met.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think that you were gonna be an emo kid.
I mean, I was born in 1990. Who wasn't an emo kid at some point, you know?
Can you give us a list of your favorite bands? Maybe like your top three. Can you give us a top three? Bands
Top
only.
3 bands?
Not
I mean,
not a
that's,
person, a band.
that changes a lot, right? Like, it depends your mood and stuff, but probably the ones that come to mind, definitely number 1 band is Mayday Parade. Will always be.
Mm-hmm.
No one can take that spot. Also, I really am into This Wild Life right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a This Wild Life phase. I was in the gym today.
Love it.
Like the more chill, acoustic sounding
Yeah.
band. I really like Yellow Card a lot. I like Simple Plan.
You
I
know,
don't know. I just like a lot of the bands from when I was in high school have stuck with me. Like, but that's like the same for anybody, right? Because
Yeah.
like old people listen to oldies. Like that's what they grew up on. They're not listening to Taylor Swift. You know what I mean?
the benefits of those bands that you listen to in high school, they have nostalgia attached to them.
For sure.
So it just makes it so much better.
Yeah.
And that's the same reason why I love
Yeah.
R&B, you know.
That's what you grew up
Because
on.
it's what I grew up on, it's
Yeah.
what I listen to.
I
that's
mean,
what
I'm still
like.
cool, and I still listen to like all the cool new things, like Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo, and you know,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I definitely, that kind of music like holds a special place in my heart.
Also, since you've met me, you've kind of gotten exposed to country a little bit, and I can tell that you kind of like
Okay,
country
well, I grew up on country music, so like
Mhm.
country was a big part of my life when I was little, and then like I went a majority of my life like, ugh, I don't like it, but I do like country. Like I've always liked it, but I like new country. I don't like old country.
music. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So she likes like the more current stuff. The old country is what I like.
Yeah. See, I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
Like I like Morgan Wallen.
I like Brooks and
like,
Dunn.
yeah.
You know.
I mean,
yeah.
Brooks and Dunn is still kind of. It's not like super old,
Well, it's 90s.
is it?
It's 90s
Is it that
country.
old?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What is my
Tim McGraw? Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like that's what I was used to
Yeah.
listening to. Anything past that, I'm like,
What is my favorite song to country dance?
You
on
can't
for
ask
a
me
minute?
this because I would only know it if it comes on when we dance.
But
Because you tell me every time we go dancing, he's like, "This is my favorite." I'm like, "I know, I know it's your favorite." You tell me every single time we dance to it, but I can't tell you what it is. Wait, let me think. What does the name start with?
Here, hold on. I'll give you a little rendition of it
Okay.
and see if you can. When the sun goes down on my side of town, that lonesome feeling comes to my door.
I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to.
Neon Moon by Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks. Oh, it's Brooks.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brooks and Dunn, Neon Moon, greatest country dance.
But I feel like
song
he
of
has
all
like
time.
5 favorites. Like every time, like a
I have songs
specific
that I
5.
love. Yeah.
Like specific 5 songs come on every time we go dancing, and he's always like, "We have to dance to this."
Mm-hmm.
It's always like the same
Mm-hmm.
ones, which I love because then I'm used to dancing to them.
For sure.
Mhm.
Amazing dancer, by the way. She has gotten so good at dancing.
He's a good dancer. I'm
You wouldn't
terrible.
be able to tell by the way we dress to go to the country bar.
Yeah, he's in like he'll wear like Jordans
Yeah.
and a baseball cap.
I'm literally going in like a white
Yeah.
shirt, jeans, and tennis shoes. Like I'm wearing a pair of New Balance
Mhm.
tennis shoes.
I will wear cowboy boots.
Yeah,
every time.
she actually wears cowboy boots.
Yeah,
so.
well, they're like Amazon cowboy boots. They're not like real cowboy boots.
Yeah.
But they're cute, so. You look more like a poser than me.
But once we start dancing, nobody thinks we're posers.
That's true. We look pretty good together on the dance floor.
I mean, I think so.
Yeah.
So back to what we were saying.
What
so
were
we
talking
first
about? Oh, the hiking.
the hiking.
Mm-hmm.
So we hiked, then we went to Chipotle.
Chipotle. That was the first time we ate together.
Yeah.
Because we'd gone drinking before, like not on a date, but like the last time he was there, the first week we met, we drank a lot together. Do you remember that? But we never ate together. So when you first eat with somebody, it tells you a lot about that person, actually.
What did it tell you about me whenever we first ate Chipotle?
You eat very fast.
Mhm.
I think I was like getting my utensils ready, and I look over and he's done. And he has like this massive bowl and a tortilla. And he puts the entire bowl in, well, almost the entire bowl. Sorry,
Yeah.
there was a little bit at the end he was
Yeah.
like scraping up. But he puts this bowl into this burrito, puts a sauce all over it, and eats it within like 30 seconds. Like, it was crazy. And I'm like getting my food ready.
Have you guys seen those TikTok challenges of like the wife is like, I'm gonna try and keep up with my husband's eating pace or whatever? Have you seen those?
Yes, the opposite's funnier though.
Whenever the guy tries
Yeah, and he's like, she'll like go to pick it up and then get distracted and set it down, and he's like, and then she'll like pick it up again and then do something on her phone, and he's just holding it like, when am I going to get a bite of this?
Yes.
She'll take one little bite and chew it for like 5 minutes.
Yes.
And he's like, it's so funny.
What
to
do you
watch.
think that is? Why do you think guys eat so much faster than girls?
I feel like it's a lot of reasons.
I know my
Like, guys
reason.
can usually eat more anyway.
Yeah.
They don't like, they're always like starving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're just bigger. I don't know, like, and then they're like, they don't care about like eating cute. Not that you
Right.
always try to eat cute as a girl, but like you do like pay attention to like, oh my god, I'm not gonna stuff my face in front of everybody.
That makes sense.
You know.
I mean, I guess if I watched like a girl I was on a first date with and she was like shoveling it in,
Yeah.
maybe I might be like, what's going on here?
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe not though. I don't know. Maybe it would be a turn on. I don't know. But
don't
she eats like a bird. She eats like.
That's not true. I do not. I actually eat a lot.
So we will go. Let's say we're going to the gym at 9 in the morning. Let me walk you through this
9?
real
When
quick.
did we go to the gym at 9?
Let's say we're going to the gym at 10 in the morning.
11?
11 in the morning.
I'm like,
Okay.
9?
I will eat before we go to the gym because if I don't have any energy. I feel like I need to vomit. Like, I don't feel good if I don't have something in my stomach before we go to the gym. So I eat before we go. What do you eat before we go? Oh, that's right. Nothing. She doesn't eat anything.
Sometimes I have coffee, or I always have an energy drink.
She might have a Rice Krispie treat.
Sometimes lately I've been bringing a Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah, she might have a
I
Rice
got that
Krispie
off
treat.
TikTok, and actually it's just like an excuse to eat a Rice Krispie treat and not feel bad about it.
Then we will work out for an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and I will be starving, ready to eat, ready to get the protein in, to refill the muscles, you know. I'm like, hey, are you hungry? Let's go get some food. And she's like, oh no, I'm not hungry. I'm like, you haven't eaten anything all day. Then I'll go get food, and then 4 hours later she'll be like, okay, I think I'm almost ready for dinner, which I'll be ready for dinner by then. So
That's not true.
that's exactly what happens.
You know how
every
many
time.
times I've been like, as soon as we get out of the gym, I'm like, Chick-fil-A or
Sometimes.
taco shop.
It's like 50-50.
Well,
it's like 50-50.
you're making it sound like I never eat. I can eat. I can eat.
Yeah. You're right, baby. Yeah, she can eat.
I ate half of my pizza right before you got here.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
What else have you eaten today?
I had my beef and rice at work.
Okay. Which is a little container about this big.
No. This morning I had one of my Kind breakfast bars
Mm.
and an energy drink.
Okay. All right. That's awesome.
3 meals.
And this.
Mm-hmm.
This counts as a meal.
This is like 4 meals. So
Anyway, Chipotle.
Yeah.
We are so bad at this.
yeah, I know,
Oh
we're
my
terrible. We went to Chipotle. What did we do after that?
God. I think we just drove back and like hung out from what I remember.
Like hung out more? I don't really remember.
maybe at your old apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because those are the times where I literally had nothing to
Right.
do. Like, I could be, any time that you had open, I could be there and just, like,
Yeah.
hang out. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Which is still kind of the case
I
Monday
miss
through
those
Friday.
days.
Yeah.
Sorry I keep playing with my hair. It just looks really weird.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I need to brush it out.
This is like a real, like, on-camera conversation for people
Yeah.
that
I just
never
keep
have
like looking at it, like what's wrong with this piece, and I'm like wanting to fix it, but I don't want to be that girl like who's messing with her hair.
Well, last time, our first video, we were both like busted.
Oh, we were
like
bad.
we had been.
But I think that's good, like,
yeah.
because we don't always need to like look put together for other people. Like, even though we knew we were posting it, we're like, whatever, you know.
Well, we're also
we look better now because we're going out.
yeah,
It's
like
not for
we're
the video.
literally back
Don't
in
like
dancing, yeah.
think we're doing this for anyone watching.
Yeah, we're just well.
It's not for you.
All 3 people that are gonna watch this, you know.
True.
But
That's
it was fun, like putting a video together, though.
Mhm.
You know, like
Yeah.
that was fun.
Took so
that
much
was
work,
cool.
huh?
Well, no, it didn't take work, but like it was fun, like filming it and putting it up.
Yeah.
You know.
We did no editing. We literally film it and post it.
Yeah, which I like.
I do too.
Yeah, it's probably really boring for them to watch, but
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Okay. Anyway, we're on 16 minutes. We gotta wrap this
Oh
up.
shit. Okay. Anyway, so that was the first date.
Mm-hmm.
I'd left again to go traveling again after that.
Yeah.
I went a lot longer this time before we saw each other.
Well, by a lot longer, maybe a month and a half.
Yeah, like 13 weeks. I think I did an entire contract that time.
A whole no.
I think so.
I think it was like the second half of it, maybe. Or
I think I
something.
finished out the contract.
Yeah,
that
you
time.
finished it,
Yeah.
and then you came back.
And
for
then I came
like
back
a month.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Well, for a couple weeks, I think. I
Couple
never came
weeks.
back for a month at a time.
Oh, okay.
And then we just kept going. Like, we just kept hanging out. We kept talking. We talked about exclusivity, like how neither one of us was going to be with other people.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when do you think your mind changed from I don't want to date anybody to I want to date her?
So I
Do you
think,
remember?
you know, a lot of people talk about a specific moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this moment was when I decided, like, she was the one, you know. With you, it was like, because my mind was, I don't want to date anybody. Like, I'm not ready to date. I don't want to, like, go down that path. I think it was like a few moments, like a few things that happened. The first thing was we had like a very adult conversation the first night we actually hung out together.
When we
And
said we didn't.
When
want to
we
date
said we
anybody.
didn't want to date. But the first thing that immediately popped up is that me and you can talk about something very tough to talk about together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not weird or, you know, you're not getting overly emotional. You're not like feeling attacked. You're just listening to what I'm saying and taking it in and then telling me what you think, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that was the first thing that I was like, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually whenever you're having a tough conversation with somebody, anybody, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a tough conversation.
Yeah.
They're going to be emotional or like outside of the conversation, they're having feelings that they're not talking about and stuff like that. So I think that was the first like eye raise moment where I was like, interesting. There are a couple other factors that I probably don't want to talk about on video on YouTube that we meshed very well on.
Mm-hmm.
I think one thing that really was different for me was you said you had kids, right? Immediately I'm like, ooh, gross, ick, like turned off. Then I would listen to the way that you talked about your kids and the way that you go about like raising them and how they're such a big part of your life. And then I got to see you interact with your kids. And then I got to meet both of the kids. And it was like, maybe it's because I got older, like I was older at the time, but I've never been attracted to that like nurturing, motherly,
Yeah,
that nurturing, motherly energy that you have is so beyond it's one of my favorite things to look at. Like
Mm-hmm.
watching you interact with both of the kids is some of my
Mm-hmm.
favorite moments of yours.
Yeah.
And I think just, the nurturing thing, the fact that our ideals are aligned in what
Mm-hmm.
we want in a relationship.
Yeah.
Just the way that I feel comfortable around you, like I never have to like turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how sometimes you're around a bunch of people and you feel like you have to turn your personality on?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never had to do that with you. I was just like being myself, and
Mm-hmm.
you accepted me for who I was. And then, like, all of a sudden, I was like, what else could I want? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what else could I ask for? And then it all
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, there were several moments that made me just realize, like, okay, like this is different.
Yeah.
What about you?
I get that. Kind of the same. Like it wasn't a specific moment, but it was like a lot of different things. But I struggled with it for a little while because I was dead set on not dating somebody.
Yeah.
Like not just saying that to like make me hard to get or like for any other reasons. Like
We talked about it for probably 45 minutes.
Yeah, I legit did not want to. Like I just wanted to focus on myself for once and my kids and not have to put any like effort or anything else into somebody else. Like I did not have the time or like the mental capacity to like
with neither one of us.
Like I was so over that. Like I've had so many, I mean, we're so old, but I've had so many relationships fail and I just didn't want, I was like, I will be the crazy cat lady. Like, that's fine. Like, I don't want, like, yeah, you can, like, go on dates and, like, have fun and, like, hang out with people, but I did not want a serious relationship at all. Like, I was dead set on it. But the more time we talked, and it actually happened pretty quick for me, like, because we talked every single day. It wasn't like, oh, we go a few days and then talk. Like, every single day from the minute we woke up, it was like, good morning. Like, till we went to bed. And like a lot of the times he worked overnight, so like he would text me throughout his shift and then I would be sleeping a lot of it, and then I would wake up to like read all of his texts or whatever, like in snaps, and it was just like fun. And then like he would sleep during the day and like I'd send him a bunch of stuff. Like even when our schedules didn't line up, like we still talked all day, if that makes sense. Like even if it wasn't in real time, but we still were able to at some point. Like there was like a few hours during the day, but I don't know, we just like were always on each other's minds, and it was just like more and more things about him that I was like, I've never found this in a man before. Like I've always wanted a man to be like this, but I've never found somebody. And it was just like something you just don't like throw away, kind of. Does that make sense?
It was too good of a fit.
Right. To just be like, well, I'm not going to date you because I don't
like,
want to date. Yeah. But some things are just like worth it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I didn't think I had like it in me mentally back then, but like now it's like if you want something that's that good, you have to put in like the work for it. 100%. You know, like I don't know, it's just worth it to me.
Which now it doesn't even really feel like work as much as it did in the beginning because we're together now. I don't travel nurse anymore. I moved back here to Texas basically to be around her because I couldn't stand being away from you for another day, you know?
Yeah. I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, that was a big turning point.
Yeah.
Because I loved travel nursing. Loved it.
You really did.
Yeah, it was
I feel really
favorite.
bad that I still feel guilty that you moved back.
It's so worth it. It's so worth it to not have to be without you. It's worth it.
Yeah. I think maybe next episode we can go into a little bit more about why you moved back.
That would probably be a good thing to fill them in. Are you ready to talk about that?
Yeah.
To all 3 people that are going to watch this?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah. All right, so next episode, you guys will hear a little bit more of why he quit travel nursing, which was like his favorite job ever. And why he's stuck here in Texas with me.
Not stuck by choice, but yeah, I think that's a great place to stop and pick up
Mm-hmm.
next
I think so
time.
too.
I think so too. We're already 25 minutes into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't get any comments on the first video, which is completely cool. Maybe I'll do a comment on this one. I don't know.
You're gonna do a comment?
Well, I mean, at least need to watch it so I can
Mhm.
remember what the heck we talked about.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start doing
You watch
that.
it. I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay, okay. But
Do you remember
Um,
what was our word last time?
that's what I was getting at. Should we do another secret word?
Yeah. What was our last one though?
Shadow.
Okay.
Our secret word this time is going to be guitars.
Good one.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
We're about to go to guitars,
Okay.
which is why we gotta go.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess this is signing off episode 2
Yep.
of chilling on the couch with
Couch combos.
couch combos with Chris and Shay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. See you later, guys.